Hello there, everyone. This is Miriam, holistic life coach and mind-body practitioner at Pain Outside the Box. And today I'm going to be speaking about the most important aim for chronic pain recovery. So what you should aim for. Now you might tell me, of course, I'm aiming to be pain-free or I'm aiming to be symptom-free. But I'm here to tell you today that really that's not what you should be aiming for. What you should be aiming for is to be free of pain most of the time, but also free of the fear of returning symptoms. So something that I like to explain to my clients is that you have ultimately made it when you're no longer worried about symptoms returning. So I hear a lot of people saying to me or posting online that they've been rid of symptoms for some weeks or for some months or even years, and then their symptoms return and now they're upset again. Now they don't know what to do. And most of the time, the second time, symptoms may be way worse than the first time. And they're just deep into this problem again. And now it's even worse because now they are carrying the fear of disappointment. They thought that they had made it, that they were free of symptoms, that they had nothing else to worry about. But when their symptoms returned, they felt this sense of disappointment, this sense of failure. And people ask themselves, but why? Why didn't I manage to keep the symptoms and pain at bay forever? Well, the answer to that question is that we are human beings, and as human beings, we go through life stressors and we encounter triggers in life. So even though you've successfully managed to eliminate a symptom in the past, you might be triggered by like an emotional experience that you're going through, a stressful time in your life, and you might re-experience that symptom. So that symptom might creep back on you. And the way that you react when that symptom returns determines how long you'll be stuck with that symptom and really determines your success with that symptom. So if that symptom returns and you're feeling like a failure and you're feeling disappointed and you're feeling upset and you're starting to doubt your body all over again, you're starting to doubt your power to return to normal, to get rid of this symptom, there you have fallen into the rabbit hole of TMS, mind-body pain, once again. And this rabbit hole is a little bit deeper because now you're carrying this extra thought of, oh, but I didn't manage to keep the pain away, or I failed. So the first time there's usually more curiosity, there's more openness because, the person is doing this for the first time. The person may be working with mind-body tools for the first time. So there's more openness and curiosity. The second time, that curiosity and that openness and maybe that kind of patience is gone, because who wants to experience symptoms the second time, right? You have no more patience for that. You have no more ease and openness for that. And so it might be harder when you re-experience symptoms. So to go back once again to today's topic, the ultimate aim, if you want to be successful at chronic TMS pain recovery, is to live your life knowing that if your old symptoms return, you will have the power to make those symptoms go away, okay, in a short time. You have the knowledge to identify whether a symptom is TMS or a mind-body symptom, in other words, psychosomatic, or not, right? So this is why it's a good idea to actually feel pain, right? Because sometimes we get pain for other reasons. So if we're sick and we need to attend to something urgently, of course, we need to feel the pain to be able to do something about it. But if you've already overcome TMS chronic pain, then you know that there are certain indicators that may show you that a symptom is likely to be TMS and mind-body in origin. So you know what to do to identify that symptom as such. And if you don't know, if you're new to this approach, I encourage you to watch my other videos, especially the video called What is TMS Mind-Body Syndrome, to really understand this approach. So this video in particular is more for those people who have worked on eliminating symptoms in the past, but who are dealing with recurring symptoms, and they're stuck in this pattern of maybe getting rid of symptoms and then symptoms returning and feeling upset about it. So they're stuck in this pattern. The aim for you is to know what to do, be confident, live your life confident in the knowledge that if your old symptoms return or if new symptoms crop up, you will be able to work with them if they are TMS. You will be able to identify the emotional links, and you will be able to work with your emotions to lower the fear levels and to ultimately not feel upset. And that is the aim. As soon as we feel upset or disappointed at returning symptoms, we spiral back, because it's these negative emotions, is this fear that then intensifies the symptom and makes it chronic. But if you can train yourself not to fall for it, not to be swept away by the fear, then I guarantee you the symptoms won't last long at all, because they will only last insofar as you feel really upset or insofar as you feel doubtful about their origin. So it might be that you're not too upset about the symptoms, but you're still doubting at the back of your mind whether they are acute or physical, whether there's something wrong with the body or not. So if you are still doubting, that's another issue, that's another obstacle. And in that case, you would need to work with doubt. Okay. So that's basically it. I'd like to encourage those people who are struggling with flare-ups or who are struggling with a symptom that has returned to work on their reaction, to work on feeling less upset. Because that's ultimately what you need to do. You don't need to push the symptom away. It will only be worse. You need to work on this essential mindset shift. And you've done it before, so there's proof that you can do it. You only need to replicate that process of trust, of knowing, of empowerment, knowing that you can overcome your symptoms. Once again, that your returning symptoms happened not because you're a failure, but because you've been triggered in some way. Maybe you remembered something awful that happened. Maybe you encountered a difficult situation. And having made that link, being able to now deal with the symptom for what it is and not be swept away with the fear. That's all for today, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.